Alright, hello and welcome. This could be a short one, I'm not sure. So the wife is getting ready for a thing tonight and dinner, so we'll see how long we have. Woo! Super high roll. Now my neck hurts. Excellent. Just got back from the chiropractor. See, we got some DDO points. Looks like House P noted. So I believe last time we kind of went through the hassle of figuring out some gear things. So we're not going to worry about that right now. Just going to go run through some quests. Spells are all picked. Level 8, so we have 6s. All the 6s in the world to do. I think for ease, we will start in the Tangle Route. Tangle Roots. Oh, I need to also move channels.
Channel switched.
Channel switched. So we have a cold front come in last night. My nose is still kicking my arse. It does not like it when I have to deal with it. Alright. I hear the pitter-patter of freshly showered feet. Boop. Beep. Beep. Oh, gobnoblins. Get out of my face hole. So I get about an hour where my neck doesn't bother me after adjustments, and then it starts to bother me again. Boop, 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 loop. Yeah, this like tanky sorcerer build thing is kind of fun. Boop. Like I really don't think I care about lot of things here. Just stand there and kill him. How are you still in my way? Alright. Facebook message popped up. Or Facebook notification popped up on my screen. I hate that. Because it appears obviously over here. Messes up certain things. Also, didn't we get this? Like, is that low enough now that I should be using that more often? Let's try it. It's not normally a spell that I cast, so... holy damage. Does not affect good. Neutral targets take half. Evil outsiders take a bunch. It's just so much words. I prefer my spells to just know that they work. Ooh, luminescent dust. Take it. I think the... Ooh. I think the different champion stuff, they should really be some sort of template. And like change their types and stuff. It'd be really sweet. Do all sorts of cool stuff like half golems and stuff like that. Although maybe that's too much for DDO. Should build a quest, write a quest. No, I'm gonna give a shit. We got our XP, let's go. Let's see, here. That's where I want to. See, I think we took the restore right here. Of course it'd be a championship dog. Or a champion dog. Stupid dogs. Mark of Chaos. I thought there was a collectible in this room. I was wrong. Beep. Beep. So this is an AoE. See, I still don't understand. This thing is an AoE or is not an AoE? I guess we'll just test. It is. Alright, well now I'm sold on this spell. I never remember the things. I gotta do them. Other than Blue's hat. All right, so red gun, purple ghost, blue hat, which we know, and green eye. All right. That was probably a little extreme. Alright, so blue hat. Yeah, hit that guy in the face hole. Let's see, green was eye. Should probably just add these to my bio at some point. Like, they don't change. Let's see, purple ghost. Yeah. And red. Gun. All I want to do is loot the treasure chest now. Woo! I should write a DDO song. All right. Let's just see what we can do. We're gonna finish this chain off, so. It's not fire. Come on. 6. The range on that thing is pretty good too. Alright. If you weren't a champion, oh, and StarCraft just started an update. That's good. Good timing. I hear it's about to go free to play? Maybe that was the first one. I don't know, I'm kind of excited for the new updated StarCraft graphics. Really enjoyed StarCraft 1. It is probably one of my favorite games of all time. Certainly high on the list. Still no fragments. How greedy are you, Samius? Super greedy. The greediest. Boop. Go get my collectible. You can't stop me. Oh, they stopped me. This song is what I'd probably write my, like, XP, all I need, the XP for my levels, all day, every day, XP for me. See, because right there, that chorus is what makes me think that I could write something. You're like, I don't care what quest we're doing, as long as at the end of it I get my XP. Doesn't matter at all. Like, something about difficulty right there. So this is an enhancement bonus. What's this? Insight. So those should stack. Still no fragments. They were dropping fast and furious yesterday. I think it was yesterday. Come on. Where are you going? Thought you were an awesome ogre guy. Looking to close. This is one of the trickier spots, just because you can take a lot of damage. I'm not worried about any of that stuff. Hey, Chief, pain in the ass. Just trudging through. That could be interesting. They've been doing a lot of feeding stuff, I've noticed. I don't know, I have to look at feeding. On a 20 you get some stuff. That seems... like 5 hit points seems like not enough to worry about. Giving a negative level is okay, but on a 20, if it was on a crit it'd be better, but alright. A great crossbow, Vorpal, no slot. Level 2, D6, plus 2, hand wraps. It's not terrible. Make a good caller. Rest of this stuff is probably whatever. I do generally like this ring. On a divine person, I'd usually would wear it. It might be better than this ring, but her healing amp is such that I don't know if I even need to worry about it. We're not going to wear anything else though. Alright, put it over here. What is our spell power in the positive range? 73. And now it is 115. Yeah, that'd be correct. I know, we'll try it. It's one of those things we can always throw away. Like, I'm not going to cry myself to sleep if we lose it. Let's see. Before we get too deep, I'm going to take a potty break. I swear I didn't have to before we started. Red Willows, Purge the Heretics, perfect. So we'll be doing this when I get back in just a second from a quick pee-pee break. Alright, sorry about that. I've had just the right amount of tea to get my kidneys running. Alright. Whew. Ahoy! Welcome. We ready to have the opposite of our discussion now, where you type coherent sentences as opposed to my like random shenanigans? Maps. I'm doing something very similar to like that all just spellcasting blaster build. Doing the fire. I don't even know what it's called now. The fire domain and light spell power and just exploding things. Kind of plays like a Sork. Yeah. I'm enjoying it thus far. Legitimately after watching you play Sunday night, I think, your unscheduled stream, I started wondering if this guy would fare well in Reapers, but I'm a chicken, so Woohoo! Well, I was just watching your. I was very impressed by your DCs of your Soundburst. I think I have underappreciated DCs for so long because DCs have been crap for so long. That I've gone damage over DCs for, I don't know, since they first nerfed the wizard stuff, like in the way back. So kind of wondering if I should do a little bit of retooling and grab some DC stuff and try it. Well, that's part of the theory, right? Is to, like, it may just not be worth bothering, just go firewall. Hello. I don't know, I had to do a cleric life because I've been putting them off, and I hadn't tried the new domain changes, and this seemed like the right kind of thing. Because I just did a melee bard life, so I wanted to mix it up. Would you just stop healing? Just die. Yeah, I mean, I've got a lot of lives. Well, I shouldn't say a lot. I have 2 more cleric lives to do, so this will be one of the 2, and then I'll try something totally different. But I'm also one of those people that just move through the lives. I've got so many more to go. So many more to go. Let's see. Bloody Crypt, Bounty Hunter, Chronoscope, Dead Predators. Isn't this one that level, or is this one level 8? That's 6 Kid Strolls. Yeah, I'm not even sure what I'm going to do with the racial lives. I did 1 now because I picked up the wrong tome. So I have 1 gnome. Yeah. My UMD skill is completely broken. Have you noticed that? Your mouse over is just being really, the math being totally wrong. For UMD. I wonder if it's everybody or just me. Hello? Okay. Just the numbers are incorrect. Let's see if I can find something. No. Alright, here we go. So the Scroll of Glitter Dust says 75% chance, right? Because the UMD difficulty is 24. That if we look at my UMD, it's 18. So now if we actually roll it, oh, of course I arcane spell failured instead because I didn't take off my armor. But I've been getting actually like between 1 and 2 points off the calculation. Like the calculations have been wrong. Soup. That's a pretty Samus thing to do, is to not... Like, here, let me demonstrate the problem. Oh, never mind. I screwed it up. I screwed it up. Can we hit both you guys? Apparently not. I feel really slow though after doing that Bard life and having all those extra 1% for Bard level movement speed. We gotta run through that crap, right? Yeah. Well, I don't... There's no reason for clerics to be slow. I mean, that just doesn't make any sense to me. Well, you're immune to fire. What? What shenanigans is this? Silly black bones. Like, there's no inherent speeds on the classes, so it should be the base. But I don't know. Fine, you die now. You did it. You irritated me. You interrupted me pulling a lever. I would have let you live if it wasn't for that. Hello. Ugh. Stupid. Ugh, stop it. Get out of the way. Let's go plunder some treasure. See, I still don't understand why it should feel faster. I've also been playing short characters for a while, so the short characters also feel much faster than the larger characters. I'm sure that's a factor. Oh, plunder. What do we have in the news? Oh. DDO Central has retweeted. Thank you, DDO Central. Except, I highly recommend reading some of the Feist series. And they kind of talk about how because they train in all this heavy gear, they're just used to it. And they're just badass like that. What else is kind of around? We can go do the House D ones. Oh, let's just go do the Bloody Crypt. We're here. Ah, it's going to take more than the times for our buffs. Yeah, never mind. Let's go to House D. So I gotta start watching Stan. I think it's Stan vs. Evil. Yeah, Stan vs. Evil. Very funny so far, the first episode. I finished Longmire a week early. Or a week ahead of schedule because it's so good. And now I've got to find something else to fill my off-camera time. Excuse me, pardon me coming through. Whoop. Oh yes, they call me Mr. Riddler. See, now there's a reason to feel slow. Hopefully all the trash will be in a nice tight pile in a minute. Just kill them all at once. Boop. Those guys are back there. That's fine. Submarine time. Birder. Alright. Oh, hello, Mr. Pandemonium. Greedy bastard. Drop me nothing. Oh, did you guys actually get yourselves in a nice little pile? You're the best. Lammy's up. Well, hi, Titan. I know that's your bag, though. You and the spoilers. Oh, just streaming. Streaming while the wife's taking a shower. I don't know if I'm going to be allowed to stream too much after that. She's got a party thing, though, tonight that she's got to go to, so I might get a window of streaming later too. I don't think I have to go to this party thing. Yep. Excuse me, pardon me. What? Come on, you guys. Oh, champion dog. That's probably the problem. And then you're doing bad things to the... Yeah, I'm gonna say I thought I cast Freedom. Yeah, I've never been a huge fan of this spell, Holy Smite, but I'm warming up to it this life. That is for sure. Also, the same thing with the poor man's firewall too. The symbol of flame seems okay. Scorching Ray is pretty sweet. I mean, that's the whole idea of the Sork build, right? You like Scorching Ray and Burning Hands and whatever the other one's called. Meteor Swarm Fireball. No, it's like the level 2 jet. You like spin in a circle. I can sense some people's displeasure by me not breaking breakables, but yeah, Scorch. And that's like the general idea to get to 20 on a Sork, is to cast those things and take, oh, what was it? Whatever else you feel like. Although now freaking Cleric seems nuts. This all feels like crap. So you're what level? 8, so you're 10. You're also a 10, I believe. Yeah, those are both 10s. So I guess we have the last two over here. We got 13 minutes. Probably be alright. Or the first two. The first two, actually. So Titan, did I see that your dad is going to buy you a car as long as it's under $5,000? You already have one picked up? Out? You should get a van, dude. You should get a school bus. If you were thinking ahead. Get a school bus. And you start converting it into a tiny house apartment. And then you also have a house to move into when you're ready. There's some really nice ones. That's my plan. Kid's 18, finish high school, get him off to college. I'm the hell out of here, man. Take the wife. We're gone. Excuse me. Then you got your everything taken care of. Place to stay, transportation. Then you just buy yourself an electric skateboard for when you need to travel for more than a couple of miles. Or you get yourself a bicycle. Oh, I should probably can't. Probably wise not to try to Scorching Ray the fire dog to death. You guys let me out? Nope. Well, come on in. Oh, the good song. I gotta get more songs like this in the list. Hey, it's a rescue. Take off. I'm gonna get that collectible. And then if I have to murder all you guys to leave, so be it. But just know that I'm perfectly okay just leaving. You guys getting murdered is up to you. I don't always talk to the trash. When I do, I picture how was that? That really great cartoon. Oh, now I can't even think about it. Short, no. Reboot, that's what it was called. That cartoon was sweet. Do 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 do. There's 7 minutes left. 7 minutes is forever. Definitely got to get Russian Easter added for sure. Hall of the Mountain King for sure. I think Summer from the Four Seasons. Zap. If you want to hold me, you just had to ask. Do we have a Clash Star? Oh, it doesn't take a Clash Star. Hello from Italy. Thanks for joining. Appreciate you. Welcome to Kansas. The land of Toto and Tonto, Tidio. I love DDO too. Definitely in my top 5 games of all time. Hello from your living room. Awesome. Which are they? The top 5 games of all time? It's going good, Tech. We never did figure out what... Get me killed. Get me killed dancing to that. We never did figure out why Witty was double posting. I restarted TeamSpeak. I believe he restarted TeamSpeak. Well, DDO would probably have to be, like I said, is in the top 5. StarCraft to be in the top 5. Pen and Paper Dungeons and Dragons is number 1 for sure, 100%. So that's 3. Probably Magic would be number 2 probably, with DDO like at number 3. So let's see. So we have room for one more. Baldur's Gate's real good. I don't know if... Well, the original's Baldur's Gate I might put in the top 5, actually. I'm really tempted to put Factorio in the list. Like, it clicks all my boxes. But I think Civilization has to go... I think it has to be Civilization over Baldur's Gate. Pekka baby, how you doing? Yeah, like Factorio and Civilization, they're very similar. We should stream the water block together. That thing is nuts. I'm really digging the water world stuff that I've been doing on YouTube. It's been a lot of fun. I'm glad you're good, Peck. Oh, Samius bot's calling out Strimstrong. I feel like a board game should be in my list. Like Settlers of Catan in particular. Yeah, I didn't like the second one as much. I think Super Mario Sunshine has to be, if I were to spiral it out to top 10, Super Mario Sunshine would have to be in there somewhere. The best version of Dungeons and Dragons. In my heart, there's a version of Dungeons and Dragons between 3.3 and 3.5 that I like to think of as 3.25, and that is the perfect versions of Dungeons and Dragons. And I think that Pathfinder is probably the closest version to that. Don't let Tilbrell hear me say that though, because I poo-poo Pathfinder a bunch. But I'll always have a special place for first edition Dungeons and Dragons. Original D&D. It's D&D. Never kissed a girl before. I don't think I'm going to craft any armor. I think we've passed that point in the wagon. I am enjoying this armor, I think. When we do buy those, we'll buy them by the 1,000 stack, not the 10 stack. I think we're gonna get Kaladesh as a... Is that right? Is it Kaladesh as a D&D world setting? That would be great. That's what DDO should do. They should branch into some D&D, or they should do a plane of magic. Is that quicker than that? Yeah, probably. All right, take me to the orchard. But if you look over here, let me move my mouse slightly. Right here. Here. Oh no! There's this is like a timetable of history of D&D books. So like, here's 3rd edition, 3.5, Pathfinder, 4th edition. My 5th edition book's actually over here right now. It needs to go in there. Most of my 1st edition stuff got thrown out. Except for my players, which is in the closet. I'm going to mute for a minute when the dogs go off. We'll be right back. Sorry. I thought I took off mute. So, I'm a level 8 Aasimar, wisdom based, fire domain spec for like Scorching Ray, Firewall, stuff like that. Everything's in light damage. And I'm not sure that the light critical hits the fire. Let's see, it doesn't. Well, it doesn't show it there, so I'm not sure. Need to ask Jared. Yeah, I shouldn't have done this. I should have went the other way. As for the Featherfall question, I don't generally feel like I need a Featherfall item. So I specifically get the SLA through the fire domain to get the Scorching Ray. That's a recent change since they added the domains. That's not the worst. The other nice thing about the fire domain is it'll use the higher of your fire or light devotion for whatever you're doing. So like if your fire spell power is higher when you want to cast a light spell, it'll use that, and reverse it for a light spell or for a fire spell. So the Scorching Ray is being powered up by that light devotion quite a bunch. I would like to play DDO, but most high-level groups are doing pay for quests. I need to get that VIP again. All I know is the $30 that I pay every 3 months came out not too long ago. I should stop screwing around and getting the quest. That's totally reasonable. My wife was like, we should renew for the 100 for a year because it would cost way less. Like that's fine, but when do we want to drop $100 to renew? You know, because the budget, working $30 in every 3 months is a whole lot easier than working in $100 once a year. To start with. It's kind of like right now I'm trying to figure out how to work $70 or $80 or whatever it is for the middle tier of the package for the pre-purchase. Which I'd like to do. Trying, man. Trying. I mean, I always point to people to... So, Titan. No, Technical says, if only you could make money by streaming. So I stream DDO 2 to 3 to 4 times a week, depending on my mood and what's going on with my character at the time. But also I do a lot of stuff on YouTube. In fact, I also stream to YouTube. And we're right at the verge of having ads turned on YouTube. That's not going to like pay my bills, I'm sure. But it'll certainly help. So I'm hopeful that we can get that running soon. In fact, I'm probably going to take this entire life and put it into a video series. If you're kind of curious of how I've been progressing and why I've made some of the decisions, a fast forward through those chain would probably share an awful lot with you. I don't care about any of that stuff right now. I haven't got it put into a queue yet, though. Is this the shrine or is this the lever? It's the lever, sweet. Boop. Boop. I tell you, I've been really impressed by the poor man's firewall, too. Do you have to pre-purchase to be able to do the Lamania stuff? Because I generally don't look at Lamania stuff because I don't like the spoilers, personally. That's a like a me thing. But I could be persuaded if people are really interested. I think my major problem is if I'm playing, I would like to get, specifically for, you know, whatever game I'm doing, the time I'm using be different. But I'll consider. Consider maybe downloading it for tomorrow.
Dinner's done.
Dinner's done.
And there's no clean plates, so we used them all. So you have to be creative with how.
That's fine. What did you make for dinner this? I think she said bacon and eggs or pancakes. I'm not sure. Boop. So probably after this quest, we'll take a short break. Like I said, she's got a thing at 6, which is at the top of the hour. And I would like, now that she's out of the shower and stuff, we'll hang out. I didn't realize how expensive the adventure packs are for a quest. What do you mean? For the most part, I think buying a pack is generally a pretty good price. Is that what you mean? Like buying it from free to play? I thought that was a flag. Let's clear this trash here. Again, the poor man's firewall. Let's see. Anyone else around? Alright. Boop. Boop. So something I did on my last cleric life was I really pushed the turn undead. And I thought it was really great, useful at all the, pretty much all the slots. Well, I suppose it depends on what content you're purchasing. So, I don't have them all broken down in front of me. I'd have to go look at the wiki. Yeah, that was what I thought. This is the weird turnaround one. freedom is worn off. So we got a couple turned. I thought, isn't Runes of Gianthold included in one of the expansion packs? I thought you had the expansion packs. Did you guys pop that symbol? You did. Come back. No, it's gone. Alright, whatever. You too have enough spell points. Make them all go away. Ah. Well, you could always do, depending on what it is you feel like playing at the time, you can always have your dad's account, if he's got some points saved up still, guest pass you into content you want. Like it's a matter of how much time you think you're going to spend in a zone, really. When my kid plays, which is rare, I generally just... Yeah, babe, I'll eat when this quest is over. What? Okay, I don't know what she's yelling. Woo, 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 woo. That, and I imagine Jerry's gonna stream that tomorrow, right? Lamania. He's tweeting out that it's up. Still a long quest. Maybe a human with Didor would have been... Let's see. Michael the Wise is what level? Not that it matters now. 11. Yeah, that wouldn't matter. Oop, passed it. So this is the half of the quest that I usually do. And then I usually send whoever else is with me to go the other side. So it does take me a minute to go and do the other side. We'll figure it out. Do we have anyone hanging out on YouTube? We got a couple. Thanks for putting some eyeballs on the YouTube channel. I appreciate it very much. How fun is it to play a Necro Wizard? Well, I became DDO famous by playing a Necro Wizard. But again, they kind of did some DC changes type things, and I quit playing them. So I believe the DCs are back, though. It just takes an awful lot of work. If you're willing to put some work into it, they're very fun and they're very rewarding. This guy not take his... Sorry, you get the hell out of here. That's true. You can build your wizard in such a way that you can use the death aura to heal yourself and give yourself some incoming healing. Hello, light bearer. Boop. You have a chest? You do not. Boop. I mean, I played it before it was cool, man. I'm a fan. I called the original lick thing 2 minutes of God mode. Back when it only lasted 2 minutes. So also thought about the druid nuker. Depends on what your goal is, right? Both of those builds are heavily DC based. And if you're interested and willing to put the work in, you can very easily have an excellent, very powerful build. If you don't want to put the work in, then I suggest you put something else. And what do I mean by work? You're going to need the appropriate gear. You're going to need to do the appropriate crafting. The build is just not like roll up a character and power it into cap. There's things that have to be figured out. But if you're into that, then you will not find a more rewarding class than those two in particular. If you're looking for something that is like easy mode, then you just play a warlock. I poo-pooed warlocks really heavily when they came out. I did a bunch of warlock lives. I still felt like they were too simplistic. But they do add to the game in a way that I wasn't expecting. So again, it's all about what you want to get out of your character. Like, what's the current DC for int? Int DC for a wizard? Something like 112. I haven't looked a lot lately. Well, I think Warlock's easy mode for everybody. That's my point. I also believe that a so-so druid is still pretty good. Whereas a so-so wizard, like a DC based wizard, you're gonna have to do a lot of work to make it happen. Which you can. You're talking like debuff, 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 then kill a guy. Or become happy with like a, like a 20% success rate. Which is why I got off. Wow, it's amazing how every single one of these guys are flame boards now. This guy seems to be fire-based. Make everything fire resistant. Okay. But a so-so wizard is not as good as like a so-so druid. That makes sense? I hope it makes sense. What did I... Is there another door? For reals? I think it's this way. No, not over there. You know when they should set off the things and then they don't? Never understand why they don't more often. Samius bot, passing out the virtual donation hat. I love it. Love it. I think I've decided that I'm going to try doing FTL on Thursday. Thursday morning. So if you'd like to see a real poo show, I'm going to recommend that you be here Thursday morning for sure. Because I imagine that's going to be one glorious nightmare. Well, the first thing I would suggest is, are you max XP'd? If you're not max XP, I would start on racial lives. I would not screw around with class builds. And if I was not already 3-starred legends, whatever they're called. If I could go back and start working on, like, if I could pause and do the heroic or whatever, if I could go back and not have to have a huge pile of XP to do it, I would definitely be working on those lives right now. I think currently you get more bang out of your buck. Alright, let's spot this thing. Our spot should be reasonable. Hello, brother pain in my ears. Come on, spot. Ah. Gotcha. Boop, boop, boop. All right. We'll finish up. So, like I said, I'm going to take a short break for dinner and see the wife before she takes off. Probably be back around 6 o'clock would be my guess. I think her thing starts at 6, so she'll probably take off in 15-20 minutes. So that'll give me enough time to eat, see her, and then hopefully be back around 6. Thanks for hanging very much, everybody. And, well, like I said, check out my YouTube channel, youtube.com/SamiusGarobo, for a lot of content. Whatever you're looking for, it's there probably. Even sexy dancing. $10 to take my shirt off, $20 I keep it on. Okay. See you guys, top of the hour. Ni hao.